Hello my dear students, this is Ravindra Kumar Gupta from Gurukul Academy, your accounts teacher. Today in your class 11th, I have selected a question number 18 from the chapter Journal. The journal entries, rules were already informed to you in previous videos. So the question number 18, you can check the question in your book. Now I am going to explain the answer of the question. One by one the entries would be discussed. First of all, the format to prepare a journal is with the 5 columns. First, it should be date. Second, particulars. Third, LF. Fourth, debit amount. And the fifth, credit amount. LF stands for laser folio. It is not of any use here, but in real accounts, when we prepare real accounts, then only the use of LF will be there. So here we are going to start with the first entry. The first entry, according to your question, the transaction is saying started business with cash. So whenever the business will be started with cash, the investment of cash would be there in the business. Means what comes in business, that is cash. So the entry would be cash account debit to capital account. Here cash account is a real account which comes in business, and capital account is a personal account which is belonging to a person. Capital would be belonging to any person who is the investor of the company. So cash account debit to capital account. Narration must be there with each and every entry. The narration is for business commenced, or we can write for business started. The amount 2,80,000 at debit side, 2,80,000 at credit side. So it is the base of first entry. Similarly, the entries would be continued for the next. The second entry is for cash deposited into bank. When we are depositing cash into bank, what goes out of business? That is cash, and where it is being gone? It is going to bank. So receiver is bank. Here bank account debit to cash account because cash is going out. You have already studied about the basic rules of those 3 types of accounts: personal, real and nominal. So be sure with each and every account which is related to personal, real or nominal. Next entry is for goods sold for cash. When the goods is being sold, always sales account will be used. In case any goods sold, any goods purchased, the name of goods will be replaced with purchased or sales. So here cash account debited to sales account is being represented. Why? Because of goods is being sold. Means what comes in business? Cash comes in business. What goes out of the business? Goods goes out of the business. So cash account debit to sales account. Narration will be for goods sold for cash. 3,850 amount is debited and the same amount is being credited. Next entry for goods sold to Aryan. Goods is being sold but cash has not been received. It means it is the entry which can be transferred in case of credit. So credit sale is there. So the person who is the receiver, Aryan. Aryan would be debited, Aryan debit to sales account. Whenever we are presenting any personal account, the name of any person, we would debit it or credit it without mentioning account. Name would be presented directly. No account word will be added. So Aryan debit to sales account. Next is for goods purchased from Mahadev. If we are purchasing goods, what comes in business? Goods comes in. So replacing the goods word with purchase, we are debiting here purchases account debit to Mahadev, because Mahadev is the person who is giving the goods. So he is the giver. According to the rule of personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. So here giver Mahadev is credited. Purchases account debit to Mahadev. For goods purchased from Mahadev, 7,500 debit, 7,500 credit. Next we are moving to the next entry, January 20. Dates are mentioned with each and every entry. So January 20 entry is made for cash paid to Mahadev. If cash paid to Mahadev, the entry would be Mahadev debit to cash account. Mahadev is the receiver and cash went out or goes out. So here Mahadev receiver being debited and cash goes out being credited. Mahadev debit to cash account amount 7,000 debit, 7,000 credit. Next entry is for withdrawn from bank for personal use. If the cash is being withdrawn from bank and the use of that cash is particularly for the person for personal use, it means it is a drawing. Whenever the drawing is being done, that is called for personal use. So personal use will be expressed with the word drawing. So drawings account debit to bank account. Drawings is a kind of expense for the company and the bank is credited because bank is the giver. 3,000 debit, 3,000 credit. Next, paid for electricity charges. If the electricity charges paid means the amount goes out, cash goes out from the business and the expenses is being made. So expenses would be debited as per the rule of nominal account. In nominal account, the rule is debit all kind of expenses and losses, credit all kind of incomes and gains. So electricity is a kind of expense, that's why it is being debited, and to cash account is being credited because cash goes out of the business. So amount 2,000 debited, 2,000 credited. Next is for rent paid. If the rent is paid, it is just similar to expenses like electricity paid. Similarly, electricity charges was debited. Here, rent is being debited. What goes out? Cash goes out. Similarly, again, when we are paying something, cash is going out. So rent account debit to cash account 4,500 and 4,500. The last entry is salaries due. Salaries due means in that case again the expenses is being made but it is not being paid. It is due means it is to be paid in future. So it's being a liability for the future. In that case salaries account will be debited, as it is the nominal account it would be debited because the expenses should be debited, and it would be amount to be paid in future means the liability for the future. In that case the salaries outstanding word will be used here. So salaries outstanding will be credited. So salaries account debit to salaries outstanding. The amount 7,000, both side debit and credit. Finally, when the all question is being done, then grand total should be presented. Grand total of this question is 5,32,850 debit, and same amount will be presented in credit side. So it is all about the question. Question number 18, as per your textbook, you would be knowing all the answers, all the points. If you have any kind of confusion regarding the question, regarding any journal entry with this question or any other question, you may text me, you may call me anytime. We are always ready to assist you. Thank you.